Hi guys. Today and tomorrow I'm doing my make and take classes, and so I decided after I do each class I'm going to do a live video just sharing with anybody who couldn't come to the class the information that we got. So here's the first one. This is the hidden dangers in our home. So I'm going to start out kind of with the bad news and then move to the good news. But the bad news is there's a lot of chemicals in our homes that are dangerous for us on different levels. On the average, each home has about 62 different toxic chemicals, and it just depends on how much you're aware of the stuff that's out there. And I'm going to show you the things that you can switch to that are non-toxic and good for you. So I'm going to be doing some reading for my notes because this is not just kind of a fun wing it one. But the first one I wanted to bring up was air fresheners. A lot of people use air fresheners, and many of these products contain phthalates, which are hazardous chemicals known to cause hormonal abnormalities, birth defects, and reproductive problems. So the good news about air fresheners is there is alternatives, and one of the big ways that we can use essential oils with Young Living is with our diffusers. Here's the cute little diffuser. I keep turning it off. The cute little diffuser that I had in my car that I showed with the traveling. So this is a little, it's called the Orb, O-R-B diffuser. This is the Young Living diffuser. Most often I'm using my Rainstone in my bedroom in my office because it runs for 8 hours and it has a negative ionizer. Otherwise I use my Aria diffuser in the larger rooms of the house. So I've got the front room kitchen combination, and the Aria puts out a lot of it's this mist. So the mist is what puts out the molecules from our essential oils into the air. Some people make diffuser blends just for the smell of them, just like air fresheners. I tend to use them for whatever emotional purpose that I want, whether it's pepping me up in the morning, calming me down at night, giving me motivation, giving me energy, giving me courage. So that's what I tend to diffuse. If I'm cleaning, I'm doing purification. So this weekend with the classes, I was diffusing purification with lemongrass added because it smells so good, and both oils are very good for cleaning and purifying naturally. So again, Orb diffuser. So that's the easy solution to the air fresheners. Here's something else about air fresheners that I found. They interfere with your ability to smell by releasing nerve deadening agents or coating nasal passages with an oily film, usually, can't pronounce it, but it's a pesticide that accumulates in fat cells. It's a known toxic chemical found in, another known toxic chemical found in air fresheners are formaldehyde, highly toxic and known carcinogen, and phenol. And when phenol touches your skin, it can cause it to swell, burn, peel, and break out into hives. So you're also breathing that. So not good. That's why the diffuser is a great alternative. So freshens the air, but also all those molecules are going onto our skin, into our bodies, doing healthy benefits, not the negative things. So there's a lot of other cleaners. I'm not going to go into every single cleaner, everything that we found or talked about in the class, but whatever you're using, if you just Google search hidden toxins in whatever, so hidden toxins in air fresheners or laundry soap or dish soap or carpet cleaner or whatever, you're going to find a lot of information. So I just wanted to share a few things that I had found. This is one thing, so it's just a short thing I want to read to you. Are you one of the millions of consumers who tend to think anything sold must be safe? Think again. Since World War II, more than 80,000 synthetic chemicals have been invented. Most have been created from petroleum and coal tar for the purposes of chemical warfare. The sad thing is that hardly any of these substances have been tested for safety, but have been added to our food, water, and cleaning products without our consent, and most often without informing us of any dangers. There's a lot of intentional suppression in this industry that adds approximately 1,000 new chemicals each year. According to the National Research Council, no toxic information is available for more than 80% of the chemicals in everyday use products. Less than 28% of them have been tested for acute effects and less than 10% have been tested for chronic, reproductive, or mutagenic effects. Most have not been tested for combined or accumulated effects, nor for the effects on unborn children. This is from an article, mamashealth.com. So this looks like a blog article that I found. So some of them I found were blogs. Some of them were more harder to read and go through, but that is something. Here's something else that I have. The problem today is that most products are made from petrochemical derivatives of non-renewable crude oil. Neurotoxins are so called because they are toxic to our nervous system. The core of your nervous system is your brain, which not only affects thinking and feeling, but regulates every system in your body. When your nervous system is damaged, your entire body can be affected. Are you tired all the time? Sadly, you may be causing yourself to feel this way because you're using everyday household products that contain toxic ingredients. Some of these products, the neurotoxins, often derived from petrochemicals, can even act as mutagens when found in sufficient amounts. They can change the genetic coding in our cells. Other product ingredients are not harmful by themselves, but when combined with ingredients humans often intake, they can be dangerous. Finally, many of these neurotoxins come from the same petrochemicals that cause cancer. So, not good. And lastly, what I wanted to read, my friend Judy did, her part of the class was researching on laundry soap. Laundry soap, had no idea the things that could be in them. So this is what she found. The laundry room might be the most toxic room in your house, especially if the dryer is not vented to outside. Companies are not required to put all the ingredients on the label, often derived from petrochemicals and synthetic fragrances. Few chemicals have been tested on how they react with other chemicals in the products. 7 of the common toxic chemicals in laundry detergents are fragrances, often synthetic, and we just talked about air fresheners, so that's the common thing. They have the same thing with the synthetic fragrances are not good for you. Cleansing agents, they're called surfactants, and they can release formaldehyde, and it's linked to skin and eye irritant and possible liver problems. Some of these words are just impossible. So one is called MPE. It's toxic to nerves and possible hormone disruptor. There's another one that can be cancer causing. Petroleum distillates are linked to cancer and lung damage. Stabilizers make it last longer on the shelf, but it has eye and lung irritants and can cause dermatitis. Bleach can cause respiratory, liver, and kidney damage. There's something else, 1,4-dioxane, chemical byproduct, and brighteners. Brighteners in the laundry soap emit blue light to make the whites appear brighter by tricking your eye, and they stay in your clothing. Something else with a very long name is linked to developmental and reproductive problems, and they stay in your clothes. So as you're washing your clothes, those chemicals can stay in your clothes, they're on your body, and they're going into your body. So we know with using essential oils, I've learned so much about how breathing them in, having them on our skin, they go into our bloodstream, into our body. So our essential oils are causing positive side effects, whereas all of these are causing negative side effects in many different ways, whether we're breathing them in, ingesting them, or they're going in through the contact. So some of them cause environmental damage, some of them cause damage to us. So that's the bad news. But there is good news. And one way is to stay informed, to find a company that you trust. Of course, because I'm working with Young Living, and I've been using Young Living now for a year, almost to a year with using the Young Living. I trust their quality. I trust their mission. I trust what they're putting into the products. They're highly tested. And very high quality, clean, really clean products for our bodies. One way that you can find out what is in the products that you're buying is there's an app that you can get for your phone. It's called Think Dirty. You have to be careful when you're looking for that one, because I found one that was not the one that I wanted. But Think Dirty is an app that you can use with your smartphone, and you can scan the barcodes of the different products that you're looking at the store to see what they have been found to have as far as toxicity in their products. So that's a really good thing to use. Now, Jim Bob Hagerton is a guy that I follow a lot on YouTube. And one thing that he says is that the different problems, the different symptoms or issues that we're having with our body are either caused from toxins or deficiencies. So the toxins that we are getting are causing different issues, and sometimes you may not even know. They may not be causing a symptom, but they still can be causing a problem inside of your body. So the cleaner you're living, the better. And so one thing he was saying too is that if you're doing the hard work, eating organic, eating clean, going without the junk, and eating the good stuff, yet you still have all these toxins around in your home, you're needing to go further. You're needing to do a little bit more hard work because you want to live clean, and we want to have clean for our family, for our kids. One thing that we were talking about today in the class is that here I'm in my 50s. My two boys are older. One's already gone out of the house. One's still here. But all the toxins, all the common products that I cleaned with were not good. And here they were getting them in their body. But knowledge is good, and so I'm stopping now. So for them, for whatever grandchildren or future generations that we would have, they're going to be coming into our home, coming in contact with clean, good stuff. So the more that I learn and the more that we change, the better it is for us in the future. So you young moms, you young people that are out there, I would just really encourage you to check on the products that you're using and see those hidden dangers. So a lot of information that I found, I'd be happy to share links to those things. So PM me or leave comments if you need any direction on how to find out some information about the products that are in your home that could be harmful to you or your family. Okay, time for the good news. I like good news. So the good news today is at my class, we made 4 really fun spray bottles. And we did one with Thieves household cleaner. So this is a cleaner that I make up. This is the concentrated form. So this is the concentrate that you can buy, and you just use either a half a capful or a full capful depending on your needs. And I make up all these spray bottles. So this is a way that instead of having tons and tons of the toxic chemicals that I used to have around the home, now I'm decluttering. So not only am I getting rid of the toxins that have been in my home, but I'm getting rid of all the bottles and junk that I had around, and just having a few basic items that I can use to make up all sorts of things. So that's the fun stuff. We're going to talk about the things that you can use with a few basic products. So Thieves household cleaner. Thieves, I thought it was a funny name when it came about. Or when I first learned about it, but it was the legend of the thieves in the 15th century that used a blend of different items, different herbs, clove, rosemary, different herbs that they would concoct, and they would rob the dead and dying from the plague, but they did not suffer from the plague. So they were caught. They were told that they would have a more lenient sentence if they gave up their secrets. So that's the legend that Gary Young researched and ended up formulating a very good way of doing cleansers. Now, because of the whole compliance thing, I can't say all the benefits that Thieves, the blend, and these cleaners do for you, but I can say that it is non-toxic. This stuff, when you use it, it is not going to harm you. It is going to clean your home on all sorts of different levels, and it's actually going to be beneficial for you as you're breathing it in, as you're using it. I don't need to use gloves when I'm using and cleaning with this product. So I've got one of these bottles in every room in my house that have a sink, and this is my main cleaning product. So that was something that we all got to do today. The second thing, good non-toxic air freshener. So this was the next one that we made, and this has purification and lemongrass added into it because lemongrass smells so amazing. It's also good for cleansing, but purification is great at neutralizing and cleansing odor, air, what it touches. So this is this is my bathroom spray bottle. So, you know, for all those things that you would need that for in the bathroom. But it's also, I've got one in my kitchen too. Use it around the house to not cover up odors, not deaden my nerve endings for odors, but actually neutralize them. So that is amazing also. Here was the other thing. I have a linen spray or a body spray. So I'm using witch hazel instead of alcohol that a lot of recipes will call for purified water or distilled water. A little bit of alcohol, rubbing alcohol, to help the essential oils bind with the water. But I've been doing some researching and seeing witch hazel. There's many benefits in witch hazel, which is a native plant to North America, and it's great as an astringent. So it's got a lot of good cleansing properties. So that's what I'm putting because it's good for my skin. So this has lavender in it. So before I go to bed, I'll put a few sprays on my pillow. I can spray it on me. And I have several different ones. I have one that we did today just to try it out with peppermint because it's a cooling spray. So I had seen that from Erica, and she was talking about using peppermint and actually keeping it in her refrigerator to help cool you off. So peppermint is very cooling and refreshing. So I'm going to take that up to Kurt, who's back to work up at the cabin, and it's hot. So he's going to have this peppermint spray. That's going to be his surprise. But this is my lavender spray. And then lastly, we made a small, this is called a cootie spray. So this is made with a Thieves blend of essential oil, and it is good for cleansing, and it is also good for boosting your immune system. So that's what I absolutely love about my Young Living products, is that I can use them to target a certain goal, whether it's cleaning or whatever way that I want to get myself above the wellness line, take care of myself, but it's having all sorts of other positive side effects. And so that's what I really love and appreciate about the products that I'm using. Now, the fun thing is I printed out a whole instruction sheet on how I use my recipes to make up these spray bottles, and that's what everyone got to take with them today, and they'll do that tomorrow. But I am also going to scan this and put this on the files section under the banner. So on my Facebook page at the top, there'll be a banner, and then underneath that, there'll be something called files. So you can click that, and that's where I'm going to start uploading more and more of my recipes. So that's going to be a resource for you. Now, that will be something that you can print out yourself. But if anyone wants if anyone wants me to send them a printout of this, just comment, private message me, call me, and I'll be happy to stick one of these in the mail. Because what I have is for people that come to my classes or people that I get to go visit after they have joined with me, I give them a little white notebook that they can keep a lot of information. So actually we had this in one of those little private or plastic things, and every class people get to have recipes or information that they get to put in that notebook, so it's all in one good area. Okay, so to run through some other things, carpet fresheners. This is a cool thing. This is not the permanent thing I'm going to leave this in, but carpet freshener. 1 cup baking soda, 1 capful of the Thieves cleaner. Like I said, you can use this for so many amazing things. And then you let this sit in the baking soda overnight, and I just kind of stirred it up to mix it up. So I can just sprinkle that. That's where I was trying to figure out a really cool cap to have on this so I could sprinkle it. It's just not staying as well as I want on this bottle, but you guys are smart. You'll figure something out too. So I will just sprinkle this on my carpet, let it sit for 15 minutes, and then vacuum it up, and it's cleaned and refreshed my carpet without adding any toxins. So as my little babies were crawling around on my floor with whatever I was using at the time to clean that floor, those chemicals are going in their body, into their bloodstream, and they're small, and so those of course are more potent. So now this non-toxic, so that's a great thing. Just don't have any babies yet crawling around on my floor. Here's another thing. So I've already put a recipe for the Thieves foaming soap that I make. So there's 2 ways. This is sold by Young Living, so you can get the Thieves foaming hand soap from Young Living. They're sold individually or a set of 3, or there's a great package that I'm going to talk to you about at the end that you can get But this, I now make my own. So I got this originally, and right now I'm just choosing to purchase other products, but I make my own, and there's a recipe using this Dr. Bonner's Castile soap. So one cool thing about the Castile soap, it's a simple soap. So with the soaps that we're using, the more complex a soap is, the harder it is on the environment. It doesn't break down. Plus, it's got the toxic chemicals. This just has vegetable oils in it. So as we're using this, we used to use the antibacterial soaps. Those antibacterial soaps, the chemicals aren't good for you, and then they're promoting the superbug that is whatever. I'm not real science oriented, but anyway, this is cleaning your hands without all that the bad stuff. So this is just the good stuff. Let's just say that. It's getting kind of late. But I have a recipe on how to make this, and so you just add a couple ingredients: the Castile soap, vegetable glycerin, which is good for your hands, and lemon essential oil, and the Thieves Blend oil. So that's good. So you can either make it or buy it. And this is my new thing that I've gotten. So after I had heard about all the chemicals that were in the laundry soap, I thought, okay, enough is that. So even with the things that are labeled as green or environmentally friendly, they aren't necessarily. So that's where find a company you trust, and I'm trusting Young Living. So this is using the Thieves. It can be used, so you just use a small amount. So you get this, I don't know, I think it does like 64 loads. I think it's $28. But depending on how dirty your laundry is, you just use a quarter cup or less of this if you have a high efficiency, I was going to say whatever it is, laundry. It is getting late. So anyway, this is great. No petrochemicals are going to be on my clothes going into my body from this stuff. So this is great. What else do we have? Oh, waterless purifier. I had heard waterless purifiers were not good for you. I haven't done all the research on that, but I do know that Thieves has a waterless purifier, and it does not have harmful stuff in it. So again, non-toxic cleaner that you can have. I took this with me on my travels, so that's what I've got. And then they also have cute little travel size Thieves cleaners that you can use. So let me look at my list. We've got, oh, there's different things. There's so many recipes out there, so many different things that you can use. Simple products. So baking soda. Oh, I don't see my cute little baking soda thing here. But in my bathroom, I will have my Thieves spray. And then I also have a cute little Trader Joe's can with baking soda in it. So it's small. I buy the big, huge baking soda, but then I pop it in these cute little cans. And so when I'm cleaning, so the soap scum in my bathroom sink, I will spray the sink with this Thieves cleaner so it gets it wet, and it's got the lemon in there, which is degunking, and it's got the Thieves in there, which is cleaning on good, wonderful levels. And then I sprinkle in the baking soda, and I'll scrub it a little bit and let it sit, and then rinse it away, and that baking soda acts as the abrasive. So I used to use another product all the time for my cleaning. Had no idea all the crap that was in it. So now, decrapping my house. Oh, cleaning the toilet too. Oh, there's toilet bombs that you can make. They have poop pods, all sorts of things that you can make either with citric acid, which you can use for canning. So even though the acid, it sounds bad, but it's not. You can use baking soda. You can use white vinegar. You can use hydrogen peroxide. So there's so many things that you can use for deep cleaning, oven cleaning. We were talking about that today, and there's a lot of ways that you can clean your oven without toxic chemicals. And then if you're adding the Thieves cleaner, that's not only cleaning the junk off, but cleaning it on other really good levels. I went to mop my floors the other day, and I had always used another product all my whole life. And now this time I thought, okay, here I go. So got the hot water, and my floors were pretty dirty. So bucket of hot water, and I think I used 3/4 of a cap of this Thieves cleaner. And it has the cool ratio thing on the back. So it has all the information there for you on whatever level of cleaning, deep cleaning, light cleaning, window cleaning, all sorts of cleaning. So I use thieves on my floor. Don't even miss the other stuff that I used to use. What else do we have to talk about? Dryer balls. Oh, that's the other fun thing. I don't have a working dryer right now, and I don't really care because I like to hillbilly it, and we just have the laundry on the line, but we are going to get a dryer this winter, or Kurt's going to fix ours. These are dryer balls. Now, I have a friend, Patty, and she is working right now with Norwex and having Norwex parties and selling Norwex products. So Norwex is really cool. Not even going to go in all that right now. Message me and I'll hook you up with Patty if you want to learn about Norwex. I may do a Norwex party. I haven't decided for sure. But anyway, Norwex has some really cool, really good stuff. Again, their whole thing is chemical-free stuff. So dryer balls. You can get dryer balls all over the place now, but these are really good, high-quality ones. So instead of fabric softeners, so fabric softeners, again, have the artificial fragrances. Who knows what other chemicals are in there. So I used to always use, you know, it is so funny now when I go to Costco, you know, I used to get all these other cleaning products and now I don't. So that's amazing. But you have these dryer sheets. You can throw them in when you throw your laundry in. And everybody probably knows about these, but for those who don't, you throw this in when you do your laundry and it helps keep them separated so it cuts the drying time down by about 25%. Then the last 10 minutes, you can pull one or all of these out. I don't know, because like I said, I haven't used it. But I can pull one of these out, and then I can have a spray bottle. So for the fragrance, so you have, it's getting away the static cling, but for the fragrance, you can do mostly distilled water, whatever size of bottle you want to use, mostly distilled water. And then if it was this size, this is a 2 ounce, I would probably put like 7 drops of purification for the wonderful neutralizing odors, and it smells good. And then I would probably add like lavender or lemongrass, equal amounts. So equal amounts of purification to whatever oil you're using for that smell. Spray that on the balls. You can put drops directly on there, but this would be a way of not using up so much of your oils for that. And then pop these back in for the last 10 minutes, and then your laundry is going to smell fantastic. So those are my dryer balls. What else do we have to talk about? Paste for scrubbing. Oh, that's a cool thing. So like I said, I will spray the sink or tub or whatever down with the Thieves, my little Thieves cleaner, and put the baking soda on, but you can also make up a paste. So just like I have this thing made up, I can make up a paste, but instead of it being light and fluffy like this, I would just add more, so it's more of a paste that you could use, that you could scoop out, and you can even use your hands. That's the great thing about it. You can scoop out and have a pre-made paste. So however you're comfortable, whatever you want to do. Fabric softener, this was just something that I saw maybe on Pinterest. I don't know where I found this, but fabric softener, you can use a 1/4 cup of white vinegar and 2 to 3 drops of essential oils. I've never used a fabric softener, but that's an option for you. So Thieves, they have dish soap. That's the other thing. That's what we were talking about today. My last holdout was the dish soap. Sometimes changing things all at one time is kind of hard when you've had a lifetime of using certain products. So I'm stuck in a rut. So I would always use the same product. So same dish soap. Tried making my own. I wasn't happy with the results. I wanted suds. I wanted lather, and I couldn't handle it that day. So I went and bought my other stuff again at Costco. So now I'm on the last bottle. But instead of trying to make my own dish soap, I am going to choose to buy the Thieves dish soap. I really like the way that they make their products, and so it's kind of that happy mix, non-toxic, but getting my dishes clean and good. So they have dish soap, hand soap, household cleaner, toothpaste. I talked about that in my morning routine, but my teeth are whitening up because they have 3 different kinds of toothpaste. I'm using their Aroma Bright toothpaste, and my secret was that I also use it as deodorant. Mouthwash, floss, waterless purifier, and a veggie wash. I don't have that one yet either. So that they have a veggie wash. So they have a lot of cool stuff. You can buy them individually. You can buy them in sets. Now, any of those people here that are ordering on Essential Rewards. In Essential Rewards, there's a way that you can look, and we were talking about that today too. If you're looking and selecting different items, it's called Essential Rewards Kits, and there's different ways that you can buy products on your Essential Rewards that you're earning bonus points back for already, but you're buying products at the lowest cost. So there is an Essential Rewards Thieves Kit, and that's how I have gotten all my Thieves stuff. So I believe it's 2 of these bottles. I want to say it's 2 of these. It's the mouthwash. It's the toothpaste. It's a 15 milliliter of the Thieves Essential Oil. And I think there's like one of these and one of these in there. But you can check on it. But it's like $115. But again, that stuff is going to last for a long, long time. I've been using this for 6 months. And I just finished my 1 bottle. Now, I may not clean as much as some people clean. So anyway, it lasts for a long time. And you, like I said, you don't have to have a whole bunch of different products. You just have a few things and you use those. So there you go. So see what you're using in your house. See what things that you can change out. I know a lot of people love those candles. They are not good for you. Just search. There's a big thing going around right now that those candles, an hour's worth of breathing the scented candles is equal to like smoking 1 cigarette. So do your research. Figure out what you're using. Is that what you want in your home? What are your priorities? And how do you want to start changing things up? You don't have to jump in all at once. You can do things little by little by little. But the benefit is we are going to be cleaner and cleaner and cleaner. So there you go. Anyone that wants to come tomorrow, who knows when you guys will be watching this, but I'm usually doing my make and takes for those that are local to the area. I'm doing them generally the 2nd Saturday of every month at 2 o'clock. Sometimes I will do them 2 days if I find that there's some people that can't come to one day and they really want to come to another. And then I'm going to always try to do a live video afterwards and offer the class information in the files. So there you go. God bless you guys. Goodbye.